KNDY.
Good evening and welcome in from the home of the Frankfort Wildcats. Twin Valley League basketball is on the airwaves here on KNDY. Good evening, Max Blasky with you here all along for a Twin Valley League matchup between Frankfort and Clifton-Clyde on a beautiful Friday night for basketball. Many of these teams had games scheduled earlier on in the week on Tuesday, but Mother Nature decided to throw a wrench. Not only their plans, but all of our other plans too as well. We're back and in a rhythm here on a Friday night. The 4-3 Frankfort girls, 1-1 in Twin Valley League play, host the 6-1 Clifton-Clyde girls, 0-1 in Twin Valley League play. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by First National Bank of Frankfort, Barthaburn Electric, Blue Valley Technologies, Wankland Oil Company, M&R Auto Parts of Frankfort, the Onega Community Healthcare Systems, F&A Construction, Frankfort Community Care Home, Landall Company, Frankfort Area News, Flint Hill Mechanical, and Marysville Dental Care. This game broadcast tonight on FM 95.5. Online at KNDYradio.com, and tonight, too, as well, on Blue Valley TV Channel 3 YouTube channel, and, well, a big appreciation to Blue Valley Technologies and Danny Ackerman for getting us set up with that broadcast here tonight. We're in for a good one, about 9 minutes away between Frankfort and Clifton-Clyde. When we come back, we'll take a look at how both girls' teams are doing here on the season as we get ready for a Friday night Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week, where Dr. Brittany and Dr. Zach are your number one rated dentists in Northeast Kansas. Go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to receive the dental care you deserve.
Dr. Brittany here with Marysville Dental Care, where your family's health is our top priority. Dr. Zach, our team, and I are the family dental home you've always been looking for.
Our comprehensive dental care is designed to serve all of your dental needs. Whether it's a routine cleaning, braces, or cosmetic work, we provide the highest quality of care with a comfortable experience. Visit our office across from the Marysville Courthouse or go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to schedule a visit.
Have the smile you've always wanted with our team by your side.
Friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs. That's a standard at First National Bank Frankfort.
I love my community bank because I received personal service after hours. When I was in a bind at a store, I made a quick phone call and they helped me resolve the problem. They were there for me when I really needed it. At First National Bank, they're not just my banker. They're my neighbor, friend, and an active part of my community.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank Frankfort, 93 years of complete banking service, proud to be a community bank, member FDIC.
Call Parthamer Electric at 268-0553. At Parthamer Electric, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services and are dedicated to providing customer service that is second to none. Parthamer Electric won't leave the job until you're satisfied. Parthamer Electric is available at all hours and offers flexible services for indoor or outdoor jobs. You can visit us on the web at the Parthamer Electric Facebook site or give us a call at 268-0553. Parthamer Electric in Frankfort.
For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer. Since 1947, the staff at Bruna Implement Company works daily to provide the best parts and service when you need it, always dedicated to their customers. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations, and they know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. With locations in Marysville, Washington, Clay Center, Seneca, Hiawatha, and Humboldt, Nebraska. Stop by or give them a call today.
And welcome back into Frankfort High School as we prepare for our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week. Clifton-Clyde and Frankfort upcoming for you next. In a girls' contest, the Clifton-Clyde girls team led this season by 7 words. Scoring is what is the mark for words here this season. Has already set a career high and a school high with 42 points in a game earlier this season versus Chase County. She is leading an offense that averages 58 points per game. The Clifton-Clyde girls coming off a 64-35 loss versus Centralia back on the 3rd. The Centralia Lady Panthers are a team to be reckoned with in the TBL, but this is a matchup, too, that has been very interesting the last couple of years. Frankfort has knocked the Clifton-Clyde Eagles out of sub-state contention the last 2 years. Of course, the Frankfort girls claiming the first ever 1A Division I state championship under head coach Brian Eppert last year. And, of course, a big congratulations to Brian Eppert, was recently named the National Federation of State High School Athletics Association National Girls Basketball Head Coach of the Year in the nation. Pretty impressive there for head coach Brian Eppert. We're going to have those comments from what that award means to him coming up in between the boys and girls contest. This is a Frankfort team, though, that is dealing with injuries. Macy Wap is out for the season with a torn ACL. Breely Effort looks like she's getting warmed up here tonight. We might likely see her for a few minutes, but for the most part, a thin Frankfort team that is coming off a tough 60-25 loss at Hanover. Hanover controlled that game from start to finish, had a chance to see that game last Friday, and in a contest that Frankfort scored no more than 10 points in a quarter, putting up 25. There were some bright spots. Loreline Loizo and Tessa Parthimer both finished the game with 7 points apiece, was able to score against that Hanover defense and get some experience for a underclass team that had experience off of last season, but of course lost a big part of what was a 1A Division I state championship team in all TVL first-team players, Hattie Gross, Emma Hardwick, and, of course, second-team player Sydney Wamp. The Clifton-Clyde girls are replacing first-team All-Twin Valley League Shea Work, sister of Sevi, but still an experienced group back looking for a big Twin Valley League win here before the season kicks off. We're going to take another time out here on pregame. When we come back, we'll look at how league standings are shaping out here before the Twin Valley League tournament kicks off in a couple weeks. We're back with the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week on KNDY 95.5 after this.
Wait! Santa is done, my friends! After Santa's hard work comes the new Wi-Fi hungry connected gadgets. Make sure your router is capable and ready. Let Blue Valley help you kick off the new year on the right foot by upgrading your Wi-Fi experience with Blue Valley Technologies' worry-free Wi-Fi service.
To learn more, visit bluevalley.net.
Wanklin Oil is proud to serve the community with propane, gas, and diesel fuel right to your home or farm. Family owned and operated, they'll deliver your fuel with an old-fashioned personal touch. Their dependable quality service at the lowest price available makes them a leader in the field. In addition to propane and diesel, they also offer tank repair, sales, and service. For your fuel and heating needs, Wanklin Oil is just a call away. 800-794-2019. They have the energy since 1926.
At Sunflower Community Credit Union, we're proud to give back to our community through initiatives like Debit for a Difference, a program that provides local educators with grants for their classrooms, which helps them make a difference in our schools. Along with Save at School, an innovative way for students to learn the value of saving money. Kids can open their very own savings account, making financial education fun and accessible. Join Sunflower Community Credit Union in Marysville and become part of a financial family committed to your success and the success of our community.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
Max Blasky back with you here on KNDY as well as Blue Valley TV, wherever you're streaming this, whether it's online at KNDYradio.com, Blue Valley TV Channel 3, YouTube TV, or, of course, on air at KNDY FM 95.5. Always glad to have you along. Girls contest between Clifton-Clyde and Frankfort coming up next, taking a look at Twin Valley League standings as we inch even closer to Twin Valley League tournament time. That kicks off January 18th right here in Frankfort, Kansas. KNDY will start the coverage from the tournament the Monday following that. Starts on a Saturday. We'll start there on, that would make it then the 20th, if my math is correct. We'll have coverage Monday to the Thursday, Friday, Saturday here from Frankfort. Girls contest shaking out how we thought it would be. Hanover and Centralia at the top, both 2-0, undefeated in league. Donovan West and Blue Valley girls also undefeated, 1-0 in league right now. Frankfort girls are ranked here at 1-1 on the season. Clifton-Clyde 0-1, looking for their first league win here this season. But Clifton-Clyde 6-1 on the year. They have wins so far this season over Sacred Heart, Harrington, Council Grove, Chase County, St. John's, Tipton, and a good 4A Rock Creek team. Frankfort girls wins this season over Pawnee City, Northern Heights, Manhattan Chief, and Onega. Again, Frankfort girls hopefully getting a little healthier here as this season rolls on. Breely Effort might have some opportunities to play tonight. We'll have to see how the coach's daughter is feeling after returning from that injury. Clifton-Clyde girls as we prepare to see them the first time here this year. They are, of course, led by Sevy Wirtz, 26.1 points per game on the season, leads this Clifton-Clyde Eagles team in rebounds, assists, and steals per game. So it's all going to run through number 15, Sevy Wirtz, here tonight. For the Frankfort girls, a balanced attack led by juniors Lorelei Loizo, Ashlyn Dollinghouse, and sophomore Tessa Bartholomew will try and get their offense going that had struggled last Friday only to the tune of 25 points versus a good Hanover team. Frankfort girls averaging 44 points a game this season, allowing 36, while Clifton-Clyde scoring 58 points per game while allowing 44. Starting lineups here tonight. First for the Clifton-Clyde girls. We'll start with the Eagles in their road reds with white. Clifton-Clyde on the front of the chest and numbers front and back. They're led by number 11, Lillian Steinbrock, a 5'5 senior. At guard, number 23, Riley Wonderly, a 5'7 senior. At small forward, number 15, Sevy Wirtz, a 5'6 junior, will be the engine that makes this Eagles train run. Number 24 down low, Miley Hammond, a 5'6 senior. And number 25, Kaylin Baker, a 5'6 junior. Clifton-Clyde girls under head coach Kyron Wirtz will go Steinbrock, Wonderly, Wirtz, Hammond, and Baker. Clifton-Clyde again 6-1 on the season, 0-1 in league. The Frankfort girls will go as follows. Number 0, Lorelei Loizo, a 5'10 junior. At guards, number 2, Ashlyn Dollinghouse, a 5'9 junior, and Miley Howe, a 5'7 sophomore. Down low, number 15, Holland Shirley, 5'5 junior. Number 21, Tessa Barthomer, a 5'8 sophomore. Frankfort girls will go Loizo, Dollinghouse, Howe, Shirley, and Barthomer. Under ninth-year head coach Brian Efford and Rainey, National Federation High School Coaches Association Coach of the Year for 2022 or 23-24 season, leading this Frankfort girls team to their first ever state championship win last season. Teams are ready to get going here as this Twin Valley League matchup is about ready to tip off. Again, Max Blasky with you here tonight on KNDY FM 95.5, online at KNDYradio.com, also on Blue Valley TV, Channel 3, and YouTube channel as well. Appreciation to Blue Valley Technologies for allowing us to put our audio on that broadcast coming up here not only tonight, but also Twin Valley League tournaments coming up here in just a couple weeks. So Loizo and Wirtz will tip it off in the jump circle. Frankfort in their home whites, Frankfort across the chest, and we are off. Clifton-Clyde will win this tip. Frankfort will be in a man-to-man defense out here. We'll see as this game goes on what kind of defense head coach Brian Efford wants to deploy. 3-ball on the way. Miley Hammond, shot missed. Rebound pulled down. Lorelei Loizo. Miley Hammond likes to let it rip for these Clifton-Clyde girls. And here's a turnover taken away by Clifton-Clyde on the first possession for the Wildcats. Now back-to-back turnovers on both ends. Lillian Steinbrock loses that one. Coming out of the pack is Holland Shirley. Frankfort girls will set this one up, just getting started. First quarter action, no score. 3-ball taken on top of the key by Shirley. That's hard off the rim, no good. Wirtz pulls down the board. Clifton-Clyde likes to get the ball up and down the court as they're at the rim, an and one opportunity for Riley Wonderly. First points will go Clifton-Clyde's way as that personal foul will go on Holland Shirley for the Frankfort Lady Wildcats. Free throw gives me an opportunity. We have a shot clock here tonight. First time I'm seeing that here this year. Of course, Kansas High School Association approved that this season. Free throw is missed by Wonderly. First attempt of the game is missed for Clifton-Clyde. Good backdoor look. Miley House puts it up from the left block. Good inlet pass on that far side from the guard. Didn't see who that one was, but split the Clifton-Clyde zone defense for 2 points. We're knotted up here at 2's early first quarter action. Right side, Wirtz will get this ball. Offense started. Good poke away there defensively from Tessa Parthamer, who draws the assignment on Wirtz here early on in this contest as Frankfort in man-to-man defense. Clifton-Clyde, 5 out, 1 in, screen pass away, trying to get the ball to Wirtz. Shot clock now under 5. Steinbrock with it, right side, drives in, kicks it out, 3-ball. Baker, that's off, no good. Defensive rebound, Tessa Barthamer. And first possession we've seen this year, shot clock really forced Clifton-Clyde to put that one up. Clifton-Clyde zone defense, skip pass now. Barthamer, left wing, swings across into the hands of Shirley. Back to Parthimer, thought about a three, now thinks better of it, and a pass is going to be off the hands of Holland Shirley. And substitution in for the Frankfort girls. Breely Everett, first time on the court here tonight, gets a good ovation from the home Frankfort crowd. First time on the court in quite a while. A welcome sight for head coach Brian Everett and his squad. Some experience off of last year's team. Now back in the starting lineups after dealing with an injury earlier in the season. 2-2 is our score here. First quarter action. Clifton-Clyde and Frankfort tipping off this Friday night. Here's going to be a steal, near steal a tip. Now it finally is taken away by Ashlyn Dallinghouse of Frankfort. 2 turnovers both ways early on in this first quarter, and a team in Clifton-Clyde that turns it over at an extremely high rate, almost 12 turnovers a game for the Clifton-Clyde Eagles. They do force about 12 themselves, so whichever team can take care of the rock has an opportunity to make an impact here this evening. 1-3-1 moving defense for Clifton-Clyde. Ashlyn Dallinghouse inside. Nice little step through up off the glass. No good offensive rebound. Dallinghouse is going to be hammered on the offensive rebound and earn a trip to the free throw line. Oh, no free throw there, as that foul's going to be on the floor. So Kaylin Baker will pick up her first personal foul, as now Baker and Wonderly will come to the bench. Jalen Bowen, first one off the bench here for head coach Kyron Wirtz and his Clifton-Clyde Eagles, along with Paige Joy in there for Clifton-Clyde. 2-3 zone here. Frankfort, 3 out, 2 in around the Y zone. And Dallinghouse, skip past 3-ball Dallinghouse. That one's halfway down and out. Defensive rebound pulled down. Savvy Wirtz. And another stat that Wirtz leads this team in is rebounding, averaging almost 5.5 per game. Here's a partial block inside. Now a run-out opportunity here to Loizo was intended for her. Ashlyn Dallinghouse tried the full court pass to Lorelei Loizo, who did a good job of running the court defensively. Frankfort making it extremely tough on Clifton-Clyde in this early first quarter. 2-2 is our score. 4:46 left to play first quarter. Breely Everett, right corner, will kick it out, set it up now. 3-ball thought about by Tessa Parthimer, now around the horn. High post turnaround, nice pass from Eliza Parthimer, up and down. 4-2. Tessa Parthimer with a nice right-handed runner and an and one opportunity set up on the beautiful feed from Lorelei Loizo. Frankfort doing a good job of working it high-low here early on in this contest. And personal foul number 2 will be committed on Miley Hammond. First free throw here from Parthimer is a miss. So both teams 0 for 1 from the free throw line early on. Frankfort takes their first lead of the game. 4-2 jump ball is going to be called right in the middle. Eppert and Jalen Bowen getting into that tangle-up. Possession error will be in favor of Frankfort. In history between these two teams, Frankfort is 0-4 in the last 4, or 0-5, in the last 5 contests between these two schools, including the last 2 years, knocking Clifton-Clyde out of sub-state round. Of course, Frankfort won a Division I champions last year. Inside, beautiful pass. Lorelei Loizo lays it in on a nice pass from Breely Eppert. Already 2 or 3 good assists here early on, big-to-big passing for against Brian Eppert and his team. Down low, Joy puts it up off the glass, no good, but a trip to the free throw line will be earned by Paige Joy. The 5'10 freshman will shoot her first free throw attempt here this evening. And that personal foul will go. We're seeing who they put it on. They have it up as 1. I'm not sure who picked up that personal foul. Free throw is down for Joy. First free throw made by either team. Substitution, Miley Hammond off the court. Back in for Wildcats. Holland Shirley in for Miley Howe. I think that foul for Frankfort went on Breely Eppert, so that'd be her first personal. Paige Joy does a good job knocking down both free throws. Now a 6-4 contest, just under 4 minutes left to play. First quarter action. Tessa Parthimer hounded out front. Hand check foul called on Jalen Bowen. 5'5 senior picks up her first personal. That's going to be the third team foul on Clifton-Clyde. And a team that, according to the MaxPrep stats, only has 4 fouls this entire season. I have the right to believe that that's probably a little bit low and just going to get put in the stat sheet, but a low fouling team. Nonetheless, both of these teams rely on that, but a physical style play, if there's a physical style play, turnover, no jump ball is going to be forced as Tessa Parthimer takes a run into the north end of this Frankfort gymnasium. Of course, beautiful facilities here in Frankfort, Kansas, getting ready for the Twin Valley League tournament starting on January 18th here from Frankfort. Looking forward to being back here in just a couple weeks. 6-4 is our score. Wildcats lead this one, 3:25 left to play, first quarter action. Clifton-Clyde has been stymied on the offensive end. Bigger storyline so far, Sevigward scoreless through the first 5 minutes. Here's a wild shot by Lillian Steinbrock. That's a miss. Frankfort comes away with the board. Right side, Ashlyn Donghouse pushes effort up the corner. Really thinks about it, now pops it back up as Frankfort will set up a 4-out, 1-in around this 2-3 defense for Clifton-Clyde. Curley swings it right side. Parthimer thought about it, right corner 3 now, top side, Dollinghouse around the horn. Effort drives baseline. Good little take, contact, no foul called. Effort offensive rebound will allow another possession for this Frankfort offense. And that experience there calmed down low as shot clock at 1. Dollinghouse gets it off and an air ball. Shot clock violation. 2 times already here in this game, we saw Clifton-Clyde have to force up an early shot, a tough shot earlier in this quarter, and right there, off the miss from Effort, Frankfort loses track of the clock. Again, shot clock optional in the state of Kansas this year. Frankfort, one of the districts that did elect to use it, starts at 35 on the clock. Of course, runs just like any other, touches rim, resets. Airball does not miss inside by Paige Joy as Clifton-Clyde continues to work it inside. Dollinghouse pulls down a board. Cross cutter. Parthimer now Curley. 3 balls straight on off the board. No good. Rebound pulled down. Paige Joy of Clifton-Clyde. Quickly up the other way. Clifton-Clyde looking to get offense going. Lillian Steinbrock straight on 3. That's off the rim. No good. Defensive board. Lorelei Loizo. No one can find the mark here early in this contest. Of course, both teams had games scheduled for Tuesday. But just on the court and a beautiful take, Lorelei Loizo, her second bucket here tonight, fed beautifully from that right side. 8-4 now Frankfort doubling up the Eagles of Clifton-Clyde. Works with it, trying to get in the scorebook. Fires up a 3. That's off the rim. No good. Dollinghouse fighting for it, and Clifton-Clyde ends up back with it. That's Kaylin Baker who gets it. Lily inside, kicks it out. Bowen thought about a 3 now, drives right baseline. Into the hands of Miley Hammond. Now Sevy Works gets it. Works inside. A lot of contact, but a walk will be called on Sevy Works, who is still scoreless with 1:16 left to play and has only fired up 1 shot early in this first quarter. Colin Shirley will take a seat on the bench. Well-deserved breath here, trying to cough something out. Dealing with a little sickness here, but she'll take a well-deserved set on the bench. Frankfort offensively fires up a 3. Parthimer, that's going to be long, no good, but a push in the back will be called. Kaylin Baker, second personal foul on the junior down low. Should be free throws now for Frankfort at the 1:04 mark. Substitutions coming for Clifton-Clyde. Riley Wonderly will go back, and Baker sets down with 2, and that is 5 fouls as determined. Good job, Miley Haug, down there boxing out. Baker will draw herself 2 free throws coming up. A reminder, in between the boys and girls contest, we will hear from head coach Brian Eppert as he talks about being honored as the National Federation High School Association Girls Basketball Head Coach of the Year in the nation. Pretty good accomplishment for our area, of course, leading the Frankfort girls to their first ever state championship last season. So stay tuned for that in between this boys and girls contest. Second free throw here from Haug is going to be a miss. Miley goes 0 for 2 from the stripe. 60 seconds left. Steinbrock will push, kicks it out. Bowen now will send it up for the Clifton-Clyde Eagles. Eagles looking to get something going in this low-scoring first quarter. 8-4 is your score. 50 seconds left to go, and we've got a timeout. Clifton-Clyde takes it. We'll take it with them. Frankfort Wildcats leading 8-4 here on our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week.
Having a baby is an amazing, life-changing experience. The Birth Center at Community Healthcare System in Onega offers a childbirth experience that is personalized for you. From innovative care model that keeps mother and baby together to professional care team of experts in OB, postpartum, and neonatal care, the Birth Center team works closely with you, your physician, and your family to provide the personalized, compassionate, one-on-one care and attention you deserve, all in a warm, supportive, family-oriented environment that meets you and your baby's unique needs. For more information, visit chcsks.org. CHCS in Onega. Personalized care inspired by you.
F&A Construction will build it right. Call today for a quick quote if you're building, remodeling, or adding on. Enjoy your home more and increase its value with F&A Construction. They'll tackle your every project to make sure it's done right. For complete construction services, call on F&A Construction today at 292-4692. That's 292-4692.
Frankfort comes out of the timeout in a 1-3-1 pressing zone, throws off with Hiron Wirtz, had joined up in the timeout. Sevy Wirtz looking to get something going, stolen away there in the passing lane. Ashlyn Dallinghouse, fourth turnover now for Clifton-Clyde in this game. Parthimer thought about a 3-ball near side. Now we'll set it up with 25 seconds left to go. Hot potato here near side corner between Parthimer and Hag. Parthimer is bobbled up, kicks it. Miley Howe down low. 4 points now for Miley Howe. A little 7-foot jumper from the right baseline puts the Wildcats up by 6. Wirtz outside will drive right baseline. Good job by Frankfort, stopping it down. 2 on the clock. Now 1 on the clock. Steinbach forces it up, and it's no good. Frankfort holds a Clifton-Clyde team that averages 51 points per game to just 4 in the first quarter, and we've actually got a late free throw here as Lillian Steinbach is going to go to the line for 2 free throws. A late foul called on Ashlyn Dallinghouse. Now her second personal right when the clock was expiring. So this might change a few things. Clifton-Clyde shooting their 4th and 5th free throw, and Lily airballs the first free throw. No good on the first one. Second one upcoming here for Lily. That one's down and good, making it 10-5 at quarter break. We're back after this word from our sponsor.
Hi there, Chad Kramer here from Kramer Oil. Fuel costs for 2025 might be the last thing on your mind, but now's the perfect time to lock them in. As a family business, we take pride in delivering quality service you can count on. We've been here for you and will keep fueling your future. That's why we're offering a chance to secure your fuel rates for 2025. Don't wait. Call us at 785-562-2466 to book your fuel needs. Kramer Oil, fueling your future with confidence and a handshake you can trust.
When caring for someone you care for, let Frankfort Community Care Home offer you peace of mind. Rooted in community and activity, your loved ones will live in a home where life is worth living. A care-first approach that's unique to each resident's likes and dislikes, needs and preferences is what sets Frankfort Community Care Home apart. With staff that will go the extra mile to enhance residents' total well-being in a loving environment, Frankfort Community Care Home continues to be a home with a heart.
Well, it was a low-shooting first quarter. 10-5 is our score. Lorelon Eliza, Miley Howe, both with 4 points. Tessa Parthimer with 2. Sevy Wirtz, so scoreless for Clifton-Clyde as the 3-ball's thrown up by Ashton Dallinghouse. Offensive rebound, Miley Howe will be taken away by Clifton-Clyde. First turnover of this quarter as Lillian Stein does a good job of feeding her way through the defense for her first bucket. Now all of a sudden it's a 3-point contest as Clifton-Clyde turns up the pressure. A foul's going to be called on Sevy Wirtz in half court, her first personal foul. But shooting woes for Clifton-Clyde. They had 1 field goal make in that first quarter. They were 1 for 7 from the floor. Paige Joy, a freshman post, hit 2 free throws for only 5 points. Clifton-Clyde was 2 for 5 from the line in that quarter, turned it over 3 times. Meanwhile, Frankfort was 5 for 7 from the floor, 0 for 4 from behind the arc, but did hold that 5-point advantage. Frankfort, Miley Howe fires up a 3. That's money from the right corner. Miley Howe now with 7 points to lead all scores as the Wildcats are up 13-7 over the Clifton-Clyde Eagles. Miley only had 2 points in the game last Friday versus Hanover. Coming out here shooting nicely against Clifton-Clyde and a turnover. Eagles, their 4th one. As head coach Kyron Wirtz looks for something to slow this bleeding. Out will come Paige Joy. In goes back Miley Hammond. 5 out there for Frankfort. It's Al, Parthimer, Dallinghouse, Shirley, and Loizo. Clifton-Clyde, Bowen, Wirtz, Hammond, Baker, and Steinbrock. Clifton-Clyde, lots of pressure here. Frankfort gets out of it. Ashlyn Dallinghouse hands a 3. Back-to-back triples for Frankfort. 0 for 4 in the first quarter. They're 2 for 3 from behind the arc to start the third. It's now 16-7 Wildcats. 3-ball, Miley Hammond pick up the phone. It's an answer. First triple hit by Clifton-Clyde here tonight. They're 2 for 2 from the floor here in the second, and head coach Brian Eppert wants to take a timeout. We'll take it with him. 30-second break. Frankfort Wildcats leading by 6.
Landall Company is hiring for experienced welders, hand and robot. Wages based on weld test and experience, ranging from $19.35 to $22.45 per hour to start, plus $2 per hour shift differential for second and third shifts. 4% attendance bonus based on gross weekly wage. Full line of benefits begin after 2 months. Promotion opportunities available. Apply online today at landall.com or phone 785-562-5381. Landall Company is hiring for experienced welders with other positions available. Landall Company in Marysville. EEO Vets and Disability, welcome.
And welcome back to our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week. 16-10 is your score. Frankfort on top. Clifton-Clyde turning up the full court pressure here coming out of the quarter break as we got 6 minutes left to play in this first half. Down low, Lorelei Loizo, right block shot's going to be partially altered. Lorelei had a good first quarter, 4 for 4 on 2 for 2 short shooting, but going to get that one to a fall. It's been the 3 balls here in the second quarter as 3 triples between both teams have really got this offense clicking. Clifton-Clyde, a high-powered offense coming in scoring 51 points per game. Frankfort not as much, 44, but finding their way offensively. Of course, Breeley Effort back into the lineup here tonight. First game back in quite a while. Lily Steinbrock throws up the free throw line shot. That's going to be a miss. Steinbrock now 1 for 4 from the floor. Shirley right side kicks it to Barthmer in the corner. Cross skip pass. Ashlyn Dallinghouse around the horn. Shirley now backdoor cut looking for Barthmer. Steps in the free throw line. Shot short off the front of the rim. Good board pulled down Lily Steinbrock. Good shot there, Holland Shirley. Took it about a foot inside the three-point line. Had a cunning Parthimer. Did a good job, though, to get a shot up. This is a Frankfort team that doesn't have a lot of offensive rebounding so far this year. But when they feel the shooting that's starting to click, this team as a whole will start to fire it up pretty nicely. Lorelei Loizo rips down that defensive board on the miss from Jalen Bowen, and a jump ball will be called, staying with the Clifton-Clyde Eagles. But Lorelei Loizo, a big portion of this Frankfort team here the next 2 years down low. Number 0, the 5'10 junior, a force in the middle to be reckoned with, surrounded by likes of Parthimer and now Eppert. Back this Frankfort team to make a noise here. They start getting healthy. A solid team under head coach Brian Eppert, up by 6, still on Clifton-Clyde. Steinbrock inside. A shot foul on the floor will be called. Good job by Lily to go making her way inside. As picking up that foul, didn't quite catch the number. It will be Lorelei Loizo. That's her first personal on Frankfort here in the quarter. 4:41 to play, second quarter action. Max Blasky with you here on KNDY FM 95.5. Or if you're watching on Blue Valley TV or the YouTube channel, we thank you for tuning in. Of course, our appreciation to Danny Ackerman and the Blue Valley crew for getting us on those broadcasts. You can catch us coming up, too, at the Twin Valley League Tournament, as every game that we'll have. Blue Valley also will be down here in Frankfort, so always appreciate the support. Appreciate you checking out some high school basketball here on a Friday night. A girls contest, it's a 6-point game for a high-powered Clifton-Clyde team. As Sevy Wertz fires up a three late in the shot clock. Ball's going to be off of Frankfort and stay with the Eagles. But again, the second or third time we've seen this shot clock force a quick shot by Clifton-Clyde. We saw it once for Frankfort. First school that I've been a part of here this season that is using the shotgun clock. Again, that is optional here in the state of Kansas this year. 35-second clock for both boys and girls. Inside, nice shot, Kaylin Baker from about the free throw line extended. It's now 16-2 as Breeley Effort goes the other way. Stops about the free throw line. Top side, Dollinghouse will set this one up for the Wildcats. Trouble with it in the corner. It's taken away by Steinbrock. And now a foul 70 feet away from the basket will be committed on, I believe it's going to be Lorelei Liza. No, it won't. That's going to go, did you say 12? 21, Tessa Barthomer picks up her first personal. 16-12 is your score. Biggest stat line. The Sevy Wertz is scoreless so far in this game. Wertz coming in averaging 26 per game as she fires away with that three. She's 0 for 3 from behind the arc and scoreless with 3 minutes left to play before halftime. If you're Coach Brian Epper, you've got to be ecstatic with this defensive run that his Wildcats are on. Offensively, too, working it around the horn, right side, Barthomer. Cross-court skip, Dollinghouse. Fakes on one, now goes inside. Lorelei Liza puts it up, but a foul will be called on the ground. Jump ball, I believe, will stay with the Wildcats. And Frankfort doing an excellent job of moving that ball around here tonight quickly to get the ball inside. And many times they found that short corner streaker against this 2-3 defense for Clifton-Clyde. Tessa Barthomer thought about a right corner three now. Ashland in the corner. Top side, Barthomer thought about again. Lorelei inside, outside, Dollinghouse, 3 ball. Ashland Dollinghouse, her second of the quarter. She's got 6 points in this contest, and it's back up to a 7-point lead for Frankfort. On the other end, nice little step-in shot there from Kaylin Baker. She's got the last 4 for the Eagles as she just steps in to the mid-court line, pops that one from about 18 feet. It was a tough shooting for the first quarter for Clifton-Clyde, 1 for 7 from the field, but so far here in this quarter, 4 field goals made, including a 3-ball from Miley Hammond. Frankfort led this contest 10-5. At the end of one, it is now 19-4 with 2:30 left to play until halftime. Coming up at halftime, we will take a look at schedules around the league, as many teams had Tuesday schedules rounded out. So first full night Twin Valley League action back in tonight. We'll take a look around the league with Jeff Wertz of the TBL Spotlight. Wild shot inside from the Wiseau is going to be a miss. That's applied off and running. Wertz from the free throw line, that got it. Her first points come with 2:13 to play in this second quarter. At the other end, Frankfort pushes it. Dollinghouse 3. That one's down. Ashland Dollinghouse back-to-back triples now. 9 points for the junior. It's 22-16 Wildcats. Left side shot up from the short corner is down from Riley Wonderly, and head coach Kyron Wertz wants a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him to slow this break down. Frankfort still in the lead, 22-18.
To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of your investments. I'm Liz Warren, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can be your financial coach. We get to know you first, then figure out how to help you work towards your goals. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. Call 785-562-5533 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Ashland Dollinghouse making it rain here for the Frankfort Wildcats. 3 for 4 from behind the arc in the second quarter. She's now 3 for 6 for a team leading 9 points. But I think Storyline mentioned it a little bit ago. Sevy Wertz just hit her first bucket at the 2:13 mark here in the second quarter, averaging 26 points per game. The junior post-flash guard for the Eagles has been absolutely shut down by this Frankfort defensive game plan drawn up by head coach Brian Eppert and assistant coach Vicki Adams. 4-point advantage as Clifton-Clyde has clawed their way back into this one. Miley House, right side, nice take. Miley shot up, no good. And a foul will be called on Breeley Everett coming off the bench and over the max shot. Foul will be committed. That's personal foul number 2 on Eppert. So back will come Holland Shirley. Eppert first contest back in quite a while, getting those legs back under her. As her Wildcats lead here by 4. 1:23 left to play before halftime. Right side, Wirtz has it. Man-to-man defense from Frankfort. Then switching in between. Now here's the steal from Parthimer. Parthimer against Wirtz. Right lane. Parthimer stops, pops up and down for 2. Tessa Parthimer, her second bucket on as many tries. Good steal there from the sophomore, trying to force it to Wirtz. Read that pass like a DB and took it the other way for 2. Steinbrock inside, loves that little pro hop at the right elbow. Will draw a foul. Of course, Lily hit 1 of 2 free throws as the quarter expired at the end of that first quarter to make it a 10-5 contest. Holland Shirley picks up her second personal now as 2 on Shirley, 2 on Dollinghouse, 2 on Eppert. Frankfort, not a deep team, has some foul trouble to contend with in this one. First free throw is down by Steinbrock. Second one from the righty is down as well. It's a 4-point contest, 24-20. 55 ticks left before halftime. Ashland gets it in. No, stolen by Steinbrock, and she's going to be fouled by Tessa Parthimer. Now Parthimer has 2 personal fouls. Lily Steinbrock adding some energy to this Clifton-Clyde Eagles team could cut this deficit down to 2, that it was as much as 10 at one point in the first quarter. Steinbrock back at the line, calmly knocks down the first one. Substitution for Clifton-Clyde. Paige Joy will check in for Riley Wonderly, but for Brian Eppert and his Wildcats, 2 fouls apiece for Ashland Dollinghouse, Holland Shirley, Tessa Parthimer, and Breeley Eppert for a team that only goes 6 or 7 deep. Steinbrock misses the second one, goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. It's a 3-point contest. Pounded in the backcourt by Bowen is Shirley. Shirley gets it across real quickly. Dollinghouse looking for a little space, working left side. Ashland inside. Body contact and 1 for Ashland Dollinghouse. Have yourself a quarter. That's now 11 points for the junior as she draws the and 1 opportunity for the Wildcats. Just kept probing into that defense, and Lillian Steinbrock picks up her first personal after stealing 2 away from Frankfort. Dollinghouse, the old-fashioned 3-point play, cans that one. It's now a 6-point contest, Frankfort. Eppert will be back into the game. Parthimer will come out. 39 seconds left here to go before halftime. This game was 10-5 at the end of the first quarter. 3-ball, Miley Hammond. That's hard off the rim, no good. Good box out effort, but Joy will come back with the offensive board. Steinbrock inside the lane. Nice little jump shot again from Lily, who has now 7 points in this quarter. It is a 4-point ball game. Haug with it, guarded tightly by Bowen. Scary pass. Dollinghouse has it right wing. Will pull it out. Cross-court skip pass into the hands of Shirley. 5 seconds. Shirley topside. Guarded by Wirtz. Sevi steals it with 2 seconds on the clock. Way up and down at the buzzer. It's a miss. It's a miss for Sevi Wirtz, and that's been the kind of quarter for the All-State guard. 1 for 5 from the floor for only 2 points in the first half as Lily Steinbrock and the Frankfort Wildcats hold a 27-23 edge as we hit halftime of this girls' contest. We're going to take a timeout, bring it back here with first half thoughts and recaps as you're listening to the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week between Clifton-Clyde and Frankfort. Marysville Dental Care, where Dr. Brittany and Dr. Zach are your number 1 rated dentists in Northeast Kansas. Go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to book your visit and receive the dental care you deserve. Again, your halftime score in the girls' contest, 27-23. Frankfort ahead. We're back to our Game of the Week after this word from our sponsors.
Every week, stay informed and connected with the Frankfort community top stories by getting the Frankfort Area News, a small-town newspaper dedicated to their subscribers, advertisers, and community. Established in 1991, the Frankfort Area News is the official paper of the City of Frankfort, City of Vermilion, and USD 380. They love hearing from their readers. If you have a story, wedding, birth, or something you think local readers would enjoy, or to subscribe, get in touch with the Frankfort Area News, 785-292-4726.
Flint Hills Mechanical is a call away for your plumbing work, heating, and air conditioning. Backed up or won't drain? Call Flint Hills Mechanical. New and existing plumbing work, plus heating and air conditioning, as well as custom sheet metal service. Call on Flint Hills Mechanical. Find them on Facebook or give them a shout at 785-313-0103. Flint Hills Mechanical, Frankfort.
Warm up with preseason savings on New Holland utility tractors from Can Equip. Get 0% deals or cash back offers on PowerStar, T5, Workmaster Utility, and T6 models. These powerful, comfortable tractors deliver from 40 to 126 PTO horsepower. Warm up with preseason savings now at Can Equip in Marysville. Offers end March 31st. For commercial use only. Customer participation subject to credit qualification and CNH Industrial Capital America LLC approval. Standard terms, conditions, and other restrictions apply. Down payment may be required.
Friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs. That's the standard at First National Bank, Frankfort.
My community bank has responded to the changes needed to keep my money safe and secure. They've switched to cards with the latest technology, which is safer and more secure than before. My community bank provides safety and security while staying on top of the latest banking trends.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank, Frankfort, proud to be your community bank. Member FDIC.
Call Parthimer Electric at 268-0553. At Parthimer Electric, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services and are dedicated to providing customer service that is second to none. Parthimer Electric won't leave the job until you're satisfied. Parthimer Electric is available at all hours and offers flexible services for indoor or outdoor jobs. You can visit us on the web at the Parthimer Electric Facebook site or give us a call at 268-0553. Parthimer Electric in Frankfort.
Max Blasky back with you here on our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week. Frankfort leading this contest 27-23. Frankfort put up 17 points there in that second quarter. Clifton-Clyde put up 18 as the shooting decided to get going. Leading the way in that second quarter was Ashlyn Dollinghouse. She has 12 points to lead all scorers in this contest. 3 points for Miley Howe for the Frankfort Wildcats. 2 points for Tessa Parthimer was all that it came down to for the Wildcats, again, as they lead here 27-23 over Clifton-Clyde at halftime. For the Clifton-Clyde Lady Eagles, 7 points for Lily Steinbrock. She leads the way with 8, but more importantly, Sevy Wirtz at 26 points per game, season scoring average, season leader too for the Clifton-Clyde Eagles. She only has 2 points, and those 2 points came at the 2:13 mark in the second quarter. So Frankfort defense has been hounding Wirtz so far here in this one. We talked about the shooting. We're going to start with Clifton-Clyde. They went 1 for 7 in that first quarter from the floor, good enough for 14%. Turned around in the second quarter, went 7 for 12, good enough for 58%. 6 for 8 from the floor, 1 for 4 from behind the arc, as well as they pitched in 18 points, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 turnovers too as well for Clifton-Clyde. But it was the defense again of Frankfort on Sevy Wirtz, who only has 2 points in the first half. That really is the storyline here in this girls' contest. Scoring leaders for Clifton-Clyde, before mentioned, Lillian Steinbrock has 7 points, 4 points for Kaylin Baker, 3 points for Miley Hammond, 2 points apiece for Riley Wonderly and Sevy Wirtz. Now for the Frankfort girls, they continue to shoot it fairly well in that second quarter. They were 5 for 11 in the first quarter, 45%. They turned that around into a 54% in the second quarter now. 4 for 9 shooting, but big portion of it, Frankfort girls hit 4 of 5 3-pointers in that second quarter. They are led by Ashlyn Dollinghouse with 12 points, all in the second. 7 points for Miley Haug, 4 points for Tessa Parthimer, 4 for Loreline Loizo, as well as Frankfort leads 27-23 at half. We're going to take a timeout, take a look at how scores around the league is going on, courtesy of the Twin Valley Sports Spotlight. We'll also take a look at schedules coming up here as you're listening to our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week between Clifton, Clyde, and Frankfort.
Whether you're buying, building, remodeling, or refinancing, your home is a major investment in your life. At United Bank and Trust, we understand how important it is to work with someone who cares. Our loan officers have the experience it takes to make the process a smooth one. Come in for a visit or start online by filling out a loan application at ubankonline.com in as little as 20 minutes. Mortgage lending with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wait! Santa is done, my friends. After Santa's hard work comes the new Wi-Fi hungry connected gadgets. Make sure your router is capable and ready. Let Blue Valley help you kick off the new year on the right foot by upgrading your Wi-Fi experience with Blue Valley Technologies' worry-free Wi-Fi service.
To learn more, visit bluevalley.net.
You've reached Billy Bob's Propane. Nobody can take your call now, but somebody will get back to you sometime.
Yeah, this is Frank Jones, and I'm switching propane companies. Why? Wanklin Oil has more to offer, and to be honest, better prices. They also gave me options that fit my budget, and in case you don't remember, I called last week because I was nearly out of propane. You never called me back. I'm now out of propane.
Switching propane dealers is no big deal. Call Wanklin Oil at 1-800-794-2019. Wanklin Oil, we've had the energy since 1926.
Harsh winters in our area can drive up your energy cost. Protect your home and wallet this year by stopping at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber. Seal drafty windows and doors with weather stripping and draft stoppers. Grab durable window and door wrap or new ductwork and replace your furnace filter for improved energy efficiency, lower repair cost, and a more comfortable home. Visit Hometown Lumber in Marysville or Axtell Lumber today to protect your home and stay warm this winter.
High school basketball continues here next week on KNDY FM 95.5. Two contests next Tuesday. Washington County will make the trip to Valley Heights. We'll have that game along with a makeup game. Lynn at Washington County next Friday the 17th. Twin Valley League Tournament, of course, gets kicked off the 18th here from Frankfort. This is a good contest, not necessarily maybe for who gets the first round bye this season, but it could be another potential matchup late in the season here between Frankfort and Clifton-Clyde. Of course, both of these teams are in the same sub-state again this season over at Centralia, so they have to get through the Centralia girls. But again, Frankfort has knocked out Clifton-Clyde at the sub-state bracket the last 2 years. So some bad blood here between these two schools. But at halftime, Frankfort leading 27-23. Kind of got off my little tangent there, but looking at schedules around the league here today, over on our sister station, AM 1570, FM 94.1, Bruce Dierking has the call as Marysville girls are up 29-26 on Clay Center at halftime. That was a 4-point game the first time those two teams played, and Clay Center, a top 4 team in Class 4A this season, so Marysville hanging tight there. Elsewhere around the league in Twin Valley League action, Valley Heights is at Donovan West. Axtell is at Lynn, and what should be a good boys contest coming up. Centralia is at Washington County, and of course, in between boys and girls games, we'll have a look at scores from around the league, courtesy of Jeff Wirtz over at the Twin Valley or TVL Spotlight. We'll also have a conversation in between the boys and girls contest with head coach Brian Eppert. If you're just joining us, Brian was honored as the National Federation of High School Athletics Association's National Girls Coach of the Year. Again, National Girls Coach of the Year. Head coach Brian Eppert here for Frankfort was honored with that award just a couple days ago. So we'll have a conversation with him in between the boys and girls contest. So don't move for that. We've also got a lot of action coming up this weekend. Both KU and K-State will play tomorrow. KU will have a 1 o'clock tip. That's 12:30 pregame right here on FM 95.5. Meanwhile, on our sister station, AM 1570, FM 94.1, Houston will be at Kansas State with a 5 p.m. tip-off, 4 p.m. pregame on that contest. Second half action about ready to get underway. Clifton-Clyde goes with Lillian Steinbrock, leading scorer for the Eagles in that first half. Will be short on her first attempt here, driving into the lane. Stevie Wirtz was held to just 2 points. I know I sound like a broken record now at this point, but a player that averaged last season 18 points per game is a reigning first-team all-league player for Clifton-Clyde, averaging 26 points per game this year. Frankfort has held her to just 2 points on 1-4-5 shooting. It's been a defensive masterpiece by Tessa Barthomer and these Wildcats. Speaking of Barthomer, left block shot up, no good at the buzzer. Fourth or fifth time we've seen the shot clock go off here in this one. Works her way inside. There's a shot for Sevi, up and down. And let's see if that gets her going for the Eagles. A little bit more aggressive probably here in the second half. We elect to see Wirtz as she cuts this lead down to just 2 for Frankfort. Wirtz likes to put the ball in the air and scored over 183 points this season. Has taken more shots than anyone on the team by a wide margin. She's attempted 51 shots. Next closest for this game, Miley Hammond with 10 on the season. Jump ball will be called down on the far side. We'll switch hands now, go over to Clifton-Clyde as Lily Steinbrock brings it across the timeline. A little forearm shiver given by Steinbrock to the Frankfort defender. Will pick up Lily's now second personal foul here in this second quarter. Clifton-Clyde will stay with a full court man-to-man press here, trying to get it into Tessa Barthomer's Miley Haug. Haug finally gets it in to Ashland Dollinghouse far side. Dollinghouse trying to work that far sideline or near side if you're watching here tonight on Blue Valley TV. Of course, always glad to have those folks along. Tessa Barthomer works her way inside, right block, kicks it out. Miley Haug on the floor as it is Miley Hammond, and a turnover Frankfort as Clifton-Clyde has came out here with a different energy. This game was 10-5 at the first quarter. We saw a combined 35 points scored in that second, and Clifton-Clyde can either tie or take the lead with this possession. Backdoor cut, gets it to Wirtz. Wirtz inside, works her way on a spin shot. Shot up, no good. Defensive board ripped away by Loizo. Good job defensively for Loizo, who's been making her presence known here. And almost turnover by Frankfort at midcourt as Clifton-Clyde's defense is turned up here in this third quarter. Barthomer will set it up right side, guarded by Wirtz. Barthomer works his way underneath the basket, and a foul will be called on Riley Wonderly as the senior guard just stuck her hand in the cookie jar, picked up a personal foul, but probably most importantly will now send Tessa Barthomer to the strike for 2 free throws. Frankfort was only 1 for 4 from the free throw strike in that first quarter. Good start here for Tessa as she goes 1 for 1 to start off with. In the contest against Hanover last Friday, Tessa had 7 points to lead the team along with Lorelai Loiza. Didn't find her mark or didn't make a trip to the free throw line, but here in this contest makes them count. Goes 2 for 2. Now 29-25. Steinbrock is stopped right side, kicks it out into the hands of Hammond. 3-ball fired away, left wing from Kaylin Baker will be a miss. Frankfort comes out of there with the ball. Barthomer down the lane, jump stops, kicks out. Miley Haug, 3-ball right wing off the rim, no good. Good-looking shot there for Miley Haug, who has 7 points in this contest, 1 for 3 from behind the arc before that shot. Little give and go, up shot, no good, bump taken, and free throw coming for Riley Wonderly. Good little play, though, there from Lily Steinbrock and Wonderly. A little give and go, guard to post action. Will pick up the first personal foul on Miley Haug. 5'7" sophomore picks up Frankfurt's second here in the corner. Oh, that free throw was 95% of the way down by Wonderly. Misses it nonetheless. Kaylin Baker will come out of the contest and will come in Paige Joy. A short bench for both of these teams. Ryan Epperts went 6. Kyron Wirtz went 7. Wonderly misses both free throws. She's now 0 for 3 from the free throw line so far here in this contest on the season. Miley is 75% before that 3 for 4. Nice runner from Tessa Barthomer as she goes streaking across the lane, left to right block. A nice runner will go down for 2, and now a 6-point advantage. Frankfurt's worked this one back up. Near still out top by Greeley Eppert, forces a jump ball, and back to Frankfort it goes. Eppert bringing energy off the bench back in here this contest for the first time in a couple weeks. after fighting off an injury, forces a quote-unquote turnover there. Wonderly will take a seat on the bench. Back in will come Jalen Bowen will come in for Wonderly. Parthimer working her way to that right block again, kicks it out. Haug will work her way right elbow. Little give and go, high-low with Lorelei Loiza. Trouble with it, tipped around. Who comes out there with it? That's Lillian Steinbrock. Steinbrock has it stolen by Ashlyn Dallinghouse, who now takes it the other way. Back-to-back turnovers versus both sides. Dallinghouse leads to a corner three, thought about by Haug. Smartly sets it up. Parthimer, a college three. That one's off the right side of the rim. No good. Defense board pulled down. Clifton-Clyde. Back and forth we go here in a quick-moving third quarter. First quarter was a little slow. Second quarter moved very quickly. Works goes downhill, up and down for Stevie. A little give-and-go action on the top of that tee between her and Jalen Bowen. Used Bowen as a little bit of a flare screen, and Wirtz just took it right down the avenue for her second bucket here in this quarter. 31-27, and a foul is going to be called out top. Miley Hammond got tied on that left wing defensively, picks up the third personal foul for Hammond. It's going to be 3 now on Clifton-Clyde in this quarter. 2 more. Frankfort will shoot free throws. They are 3 for 6 from the line here in this contest. My mental math is correct. That's good enough for 50% for the Wildcats here tonight. 31-27 is our score. Third quarter action, 3 minutes left to go. Inside, Lorelei Loiza had a bunny, and she missed it. A rocket pass came in from the post, and there's a lot of contact on the other end, and shot will be missed by Bowen. Go diving for it. Will be a foul called on Jalen Bowen after missing the shot. Second personal. There's a lot of contact on that foul called. That's 4 now on Clifton-Clyde in this quarter. 3:30 left to play. Loizo right block. Haug will set it up for the Wildcats. Got a good boys contest coming up after this one, so stick around. Frankfort boys 5-2, 1-1 in league. Clifton-Clyde boys 3-4, 0-1 in league. We'll have a good contest as both of these teams are coming off a loss. Carry will be called on Frankfort. That's turnover number 3 unofficially in this contest. Only 8 turnovers here by Frankfort. It's been low turnovers for both sides, which is nice. A Clifton-Clyde team that averages almost 12 a game has held their turnovers low so far in this one. Good screen set out top. Bowen gets downhill. Shot will be missed from 2 foot away. Second straight shot that Jalen Bowen had from about 2 feet. And now she will hound Breeley Effort full court, and she is not happy with the physicality. Breeley Effort will pick up now a third personal foul on Jalen Bowen and will go to the line for 2 free throws. Effort scoreless so far here in this contest. Of course, just getting back into game action. Will go to the line for 2 free throws. So the low-scoring first quarter, it was 5-10, or 10-5, Frankfort in the lead. There was a total of 35 points between both teams, though, in the second quarter. As we said, at 31-27 here with 3:38 to play in the third. Effort misses her first free throw. Second one upcoming for the senior. Lone senior with returning varsity experience this season. Second one goes down for Breeley. Splits the pair. Substitution. In will come Holland Shirley, and out will go Effort. So Shirley, Parthimer, Haug, Dallinghouse, and Loizo for Frankfort. It's going to be Wirtz, Steinbrock, Page, Hammond, and Bowen in for Clifton-Clyde. 2:30 left to play, third quarter action. Sevy Wirtz with it, still with only 6 points. Now a little give and go. A double dribble will be called. Turnover Clifton-Clyde. Unofficially, only 2 here in the quarter, but a mental mistake there. Jalen Bowen, who showed her frustration earlier in this contest with the personal fouls, will get subbed out. In will come Kaylin Baker. And a steal will be taken by Lily Steinbrock. Inside Steinbrock amongst the trees, works her way up for a shot. No good. Defensive rebound being fought for into the hands of Baker. Baker shot, and she is fouled. Lily Steinbrock, a force amongst the trees here in this contest. She has been a pest on those inbounds passes. She is leading scorer with 8 points in the contest. This one leads to free throw attempts for Kaylin Baker as the personal foul will go against Tessa Parthimer. That's Tessa's third in this contest. First one will drop for Baker. Second one drops for Baker, too, as well. 6 points now for Kaylin Baker. All of a sudden, it's again a three-point contest, 32-29. Dollinghouse trying to get the sideline over Steinbrock. Steinbrock now top side to Parthimer. 2 minutes left to play, third quarter action. Highly contested TVL matchup here on a Friday night. Glad to have you all along. Loizo spins a weak contact as Lorelei was kind of falling away from the basket. Nonetheless, a foul will be called on 31. I believe that's going to be on Paige Joy. That is her fourth personal foul now on Joy. And Lorelei Loizo at the stripe for 2 free throws. High arcing shot will miss the first one. Second one upcoming here for Lorelei. 4 points for the junior so far here tonight. High arcer. That one's down. Hit the rafters and found the bottom of the net. 5 now for the junior as it's again a 4-point advantage for Frankfort. Right side, Steinbrock gets it off. High left post. Miley Hammond kicks it out. Now Steinbrock works her way inside. Right block. Joy had it, but the pass was a little bit too far out in front as Paige Joy had her defender pinned to her rear end. Turnover at Clifton-Clyde. Still in a full-court man-to-man pressure. Dollinghouse gets behind the defense. Trying to go 90 feet down the middle. Scoop shot up. No good. Defensive board. Lily Steinbrock has a runner at the other end. That's Miley Hammond. Hammond right-handed shot up. No good. Defensive board. How good job by the Frankfort defense on getting back so quickly. Hammond was wide alone, cherry-picking on the other end and missed the 2-foot bunny. Important points there for Clifton-Clyde miss, and head coach Brian Everett wants a timeout. He'll take a 60. We'll take 60 with him with 1:19 left to play in the third. You're listening to the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week on KNDY FM 95.5 and Blue Valley TV.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
Having a baby is an amazing, life-changing experience. The Birth Center at Community Healthcare System in Onega offers a childbirth experience that is personalized for you. From innovative care model that keeps mother and baby together to professional care team of experts in OB, postpartum, and neonatal care, the Birth Center team works closely with you, your physician, and your family to provide the personalized, compassionate, one-on-one care and attention you deserve, all in a warm, supportive, family-oriented environment that meets you and your baby's unique needs. For more information, visit chcsks.org. CHCS in Onega. Personalized care inspired by you.
A good girls contest here with 75 ticks left on the clock. Spinning shot inside is missed by Tessa Parthimer. She has 8 points now in the contest. Paige Joy, right block shot. No, Lorelei Loizo rips down that defensive board. Mentioned in the first half, Lorelei has been an important factor for this team early on in the season and will continue to be as the season grows along. Ashlyn Dollinghouse, right wing, gets inside the lane. Shot up no good, but a foul. And free throws coming for Ashlyn Dollinghouse. That foul will go on 11, Lily Steinbrock. That's her third personal foul. Ashlyn at the line for her second and third free throws here tonight. Dollinghouse first free throw is pure. Good boys contest coming up here after the girls contest, so don't go anywhere. We're going to have a great finish to this one, and then another good boys one coming up here after this between two of the newest coaches in the Twin Valley League, so don't go anywhere. Dollinghouse is 1 for 2, but offensive rebound. Lorelei Loizo puts it down for 2. Good offensive board for Lorelei. Now 7 points in what has been a balanced offensive attack for this Frankfort Wildcats team. 3 balls taken. Miley Hammond, no. Hard off the rim. Pop force. Sevy Words comes down with the board. Wirtz works left wing, inside contact, shot up, no good. Offensive board, second one here for Wirtz, still working her way inside. Way to keep that pivot foot down is Sevy Wirtz as she finally gets it to drop on the second attempt. 14 seconds left. Dollinghouse across the timeline with 10. Left side guarded by Steinbrock. Needs a shot off with 7. Gets it to Everett with 5. Top the key, trying to work her way inside. Right block is Breeley. Shot up. No good. No foul will be called either, and we're going to go to the quarter break with Frankfort ahead in this contest, leading 36-31. 8 more minutes to claim a winner on this one. We're back in 60 seconds.
F&A Construction will build it right. Call today for a quick quote if you're building, remodeling, or adding on. Enjoy your home more and increase its value with F&A Construction. They'll tackle your every project to make sure it's done right. For complete construction services, call on F&A Construction today at 292-4692. That's 292-4692.
When caring for someone you care for, let Frankfort Community Care Home offer you peace of mind. Rooted in community and activity, your loved ones will live in a home where life is worth living. A care-first approach that's unique to each resident's likes and dislikes, needs and preferences is what sets Frankfort Community Care Home apart. With staff that will go the extra mile to enhance residents' total well-being in a loving environment, Frankfort Community Care Home continues to be a home with a heart.
36-31 is our score here. Max Blasky with you on KNDY FM 95.5, Blue Valley TV, as well as Blue Valley YouTube as well. After some hot shooting there in the second quarter, both teams cooled off. Clifton-Clyde was 0 for 3 from 3. They're going to start off here 0 for 1 as Sevy Wirtz can't get that one to fall. Wirtz only with 8 points here in this contest has been a big part of Frankfort's success. But between both teams, 0 for 5 from behind the arc in that third quarter. From the floor, they were 5 for 19. Good enough for 26% between both teams in that third quarter shooting. So a sub 20 percentage shooting in that third really slowed us down. It was 23-27 at halftime. A combined 17 between both in that third quarter. Breeley Eppert will check out here to start the fourth. Colin Shirley will check back in for the Wildcats. Shirley, only player not to score so far tonight for head coach Brian Eppert's team. Here's going to be a pass. Nearly goes into the backcourt. A good job tracking it down by Shirley. 2 on the shot clock as they have to get off. No, a steal will be taken away by Clifton-Clyde. Clifton-Clyde running, hits Steinbrock for the layup, up and missed. But offensive board and one for Kaylin Baker, and a big one for Clifton-Clyde. I thought it was going to be a shot clock violation on Frankfort, but they let him play on the wild shot. And now Baker with an opportunity for an old-fashioned three-point play as that foul will go on Miley Howe. Finishes the three-point play. 1 for 1 now from the stripe to start this fourth quarter. 36-34 is our score. Dollinghouse dribbles it off her shoe, and now turnover. Wildcats back-to-back possessions here for Frankfort with a turnover as head coach Brian Eppert stands a little bit in disbelief. Frankfort team looking to hold on for a win, coming off a loss versus Hanover last time out, 60-25. Clifton-Clyde looking for a win themselves, coming off a 64-35 loss versus Centralia last Friday. Steinbrock top side, hands it off to Baker. Baker steps inside the three-point line and cans it. That's a 2-point bucket for Kaylin Baker. She now has 5 points in this quarter, and it is a 36-36 all ball game with 6:32 left to play in this contest. Head coach Kyron Wirtz takes the timeout. We're going to keep it right here with us, though, as we near the end of this contest. This game was 10-5 at the first quarter in favor of Frankfort. Frankfort led 27-23 at halftime. They led 36-31 at the end of the third. But now 5 straight points here from Kalen Baker, the 5'6" junior for Clifton-Clyde, have the Eagles and Wildcats knotted up at 36 with 6:32 left to play. Between two teams that have history, Frankfort has knocked Clifton-Clyde out of the postseason in Sub-State the last 2 seasons, so nothing more than these Clifton-Clyde girls would like than a little revenge before Sub-State comes back around in the first part of March. Full court pressure again by Clifton-Clyde is beat easily by Tessa Parthimer and the Wildcats. Parthimer hounded by Wirtz on the right wing, loses his dribble, now picks it back up. Screen up top by Louisa. Parthimer, lots of contact inside and will go to the line. Tessa Parthimer here with 8 points in this contest for the sophomore will earn 2 trips to the free throw line. First attempts for Frankfort in this fourth quarter. And substitution as Parthimer misses the first one. Miley Hammond will check out Miley Hammond will check in as Riley Wonderly will check out. That foul on Baker is her third. Parthimer's second one halfway down and out. Tessa goes 0 for 2 from the stripe. Now 2 for 5 in this contest. Works across the timeline. Sevi still only with 8 points. Right side, it's been the supporting cast for Clifton-Clyde all night that has really helped make this comeback happen. Right side, Wirtz gets contact, foul, no shot, and Sevi went driving baseline. Who's that foul going to go on? 21, so Tessa Parthimer now with 4 personal fouls for a not deep Frankfort Wildcats team. And head coach Brian Eppert will quickly take another timeout. Just under 6 minutes left to go. He'll take a full timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. We're back after this word from our sponsor.
Hop in, let's go to Honeyman Ford in Seneca, the best place to be.
Skip the drive. Come see us right here in Marysville, Kansas. At Honeyman Auto Sales and Service, you will find the same honest sales experience backed by the same reliable service. With the same goals in mind, our Marysville location is sure to provide you with a satisfying vehicle experience. Find us on Facebook or stop in at 1122 Pony Express Highway today.
Have you driven a Honeyman Ford lately?
Landall Company in Marysville is now hiring for various positions. Excellent pay, growth potential, and outstanding benefits that include annual wage reviews, incentive bonus with 60% of profits given back to employees, attendance bonus, comprehensive insurance plan with $500 deductible, paid time off, paid holidays, 401k, and much more. Apply online at landall.com or phone 785-562-5381. EEO Vets and Disability welcome.
36-36 is our score. 5:51 left to play, fourth quarter action. Frankfort has held the lead this entire contest. Jaden Bowen a 3. That one's almost down and out. Lily Steinbrock, an offensive board. And one ref got a foul. One ref got a jump ball. What's going to be the call? And we have a foul committed by Frankfort. That's going to be Breeley Eppert's third personal foul. So now Tessa Parthimer with 4, Eppert with 3. But most importantly, Frankfort has committed 3 fouls in this fourth quarter. So free throws pending for Clifton-Clyde. Inside, Sevi Wirtz misses a bunny, and Lillian Steinbrock rips away the board. And it's been that kind of night for Clifton-Clyde. Bunnies at the bucket have been a miss. Quickly Eppert the other way, kicks it right side. Miley House thought about a right corner 3. Now we'll pull it back down and reset, and a travel will be called on Frankfort. That's turnover number 3 unofficially in this quarter, and Frankfort is yet to score as we're 3 minutes into this fourth. A good matchup here. Boys will be excellent as well. A reminder that in between these contests, stick around as we'll have a conversation with head coach Brian Eppert, of course, winner of the National Federation of High School Association's Girls Basketball Coach of the Year in the nation. Congratulations to Brian. We'll hear from him coming up in between this contest. Inside, Lillian Steinbrock works her way, continues to fight inside, and it's a 2-point lead for Clifton-Clyde. Just under 5 minutes left to play in this fourth quarter. Clifton-Clyde continues a man-to-man full-court press. Ashland Dallinghouse out top, guarded by Steinbrock. Now kicks it off to Haug, left side. Haug, a long dribble and back-to-back turnovers now by Miley Haug. That's 4 in this fourth, and head coach Brian Eppert has to go to the bench. Haug will take a seat. In will come Holland Shirley. So your 5 out there for Frankfort. It's Shirley, Parthimer, Loizo, Eppert, and Dallinghouse. For Clifton-Clyde substitutions, Jalen Bowen goes out. It will be Paige Joy, Kaylin Becker, Miley Hammond, Sevy Wirtz, and Lillian Steinbrock for the Eagles. Final 4:30 left to play. Both these teams coming off a loss, looking to pick up a win after a snow day on Tuesday. Steinbrock top side, works a little screen and roll, kicks it out. 3 ball here, right side. Miley Hammond, no good. And Lorelai Loizo is going to be pounded underneath the basket. Picking up a personal foul will be Sevy Wirtz. That's only her second here tonight, but will give Clifton-Clyde an opportunity to set up this full court press that they started in about the second quarter that's caused some havoc for this Frankfort team. Here's a near steal by Wirtz, but Parthimer gets away. Tessa left side, kicks it out into the hands of Holland Shirley. Shirley, quick dribble, now top side. Little give-and-go action off top. Ashlyn Dallinghouse gets down to the left block. That's Breeley Eppert with it. Lorelai Loizo from the free throw line shot, no good. Offensive rebound being fought for, and I believe laying on the baseline was Sevy Wirtz, and she was, so that stays now with Frankfort. Frankfort so far scoreless here in this fourth quarter. They led 36-31, but 5 points from Kaylin Becker and 2 from Lily Steinbrock have the Clifton-Clyde Eagles up by 2 with 4 minutes left to play in the contest. Breeley Eppert will be trigger underneath her own basket. Top side, Tessa Parthimer. Now right block, Lorelai Loizo will be hounded from behind. That's going to be Kaylin Becker's 4th personal foul. And now 3 team fouls for Clifton-Clyde. So both teams with 3 personal fouls in this fourth quarter. Again, you shoot at 5. So free throws could be coming for both sides. The top side ball's going to be stolen away. Eppert's pass is taken away by Wirtz. Turnover number 5 in this quarter for Frankfort. Wirtz with it, kicks it out right side. Hammond tries the 3. That one's money. Miley Hammond with a big triple for Clifton-Clyde. And now it is a 5-point Eagles lead. Frankfort has had the lead this entire game except for this fourth quarter. And head coach Brian Eppert shakes his head, trying to figure out something that his offense can get going. A full-time timeout will come from head coach Eppert. We're going to keep it right here, though, as we're 3:38 away from claiming a winner in this one. Frankfort coming off a 60-25 loss at Hanover last Friday. Clifton-Clyde coming off a 64-35 loss versus Centralia last Friday. So both of these teams took a licking from the top 2 teams in the TVL. Again, girls standing, Hanover and Centralia both 2-0. Donovan West, Blue Valley at 1-0. Frankfort, Lynn, Valley Heights, and Axel all 1-1, while Clifton-Clyde is 0-1. Washington County 0-2, and Onega 0-3 in girls standing. Ever so important for standings and seedings with the Twin Valley League tournament coming up here on January 18th, right here from Frankfort High School. So this contest could jolt one of these teams, either Clifton-Clyde back to 500 or Frankfort over 500. We need either a loss from Donovan West or Blue Valley to sneak into the top 4 spots for a bye, as with the dismissal or removal, of Troy this year from the Twin Valley League. Now 4 byes will be given to both boys and girls teams, so top 4 teams in league standings will earn that coveted bye. Frankfort, though, looking to hold on in the final 3:37. 5-point advantage for Clifton-Clyde. Lily Steinbrock has been hounding Ashlyn Dallinghouse, and a travel will be called on Dallinghouse. I'm not for sure, but that's got to be 3 or 4 straight possessions now with a Frankfort turnover, as the guard play has not been where it's needed to be to close out this contest. And head coach Brian Eppert talked to me in our coaches' conversation about just gaining experience in situations like this. I lost earlier in the year to Lord Central Catholic, or his first game out. Didn't feel like had the continuity or the confidence to close out a game. And no offense, we've seen it here tonight. Frankfort led 36-31 at the end of the third. Trail here 41-36 as they're being shut out here in the fourth by Clifton-Clyde. Here's a steal, though, taken away by Dollinghouse. First turnover by Clifton-Clyde. Now Dollinghouse turns it right back over. Steinbrock gets it, drives dry baseline, finds Paige Joy in the middle, puts it up and down for two. Paige Joy's first bucket of this contest come in the fourth quarter, and now it is a 7-point lead for Clifton-Clyde with 2:45 left to play, as Frankfort in trouble here, getting skunked in the fourth, and another turnover. Wildcats unofficially 7 here in this fourth quarter. Lily Steinbrock all the way misses. Offensive rebound, though, put up by Paige Joy, and it's Clifton-Clyde's fourth quarter here in Frankfort, Kansas, as they have opened up a 45-36 lead. Another turnover. Frankfort 8 here in the fourth, as Sevy Wirtz comes from behind and pokes it away with 2 minutes left in this contest. 45-36 is your score, and this Clifton-Clyde team has seemingly found a way to pull out a win in which they saw Sevy Wirtz score only 8 points in a game. A balanced attack from the entire Clifton-Clyde offense has Frankfort down 45-36. Still an opportunity, though. Frankfort needs to stop. Inside Wirtz, up shot, no good. Lorelei Loizo pulls down the defensive board, and she will earn, no, not a trip to the free throw line, but a foul will be called on Wirtz. Substitutions now. Holland Shirley will go back in for Coach Brian Everett. Didn't see who came off right now, but Shirley, Loizo, Everett, Dollinghouse, and Howe right now for the Wildcats. Or excuse me, not Dollinghouse, Tessa Parthamer. So Ashley Dollinghouse on the bench. Parthamer across the timeline with 140. Kicks it out. Lily gets a steal. Lily Steinbrock another steal. At the other end, Steinbrock up and down for two. 4 points now for Lily Steinbrock, 12 in the game, and 10 turnovers for Frankfort in this fourth quarter. Let's make it 11 on the wild pass from Parthamer to Everett. And head coach Kyron Wirtz wants a timeout to get his team a breather. We're going to take a 30-second with them. Frankfort let this one slip away. It's 47-36. We're back in 30 seconds.
Every week, stay informed and connected with the Frankfort community top stories by getting the Frankfort Area News, a small-town newspaper dedicated to their subscribers, advertisers, and community. Established in 1991, the Frankfort Area News is the official paper of the City of Frankfort, City of Vermilion, and USD 380. They love hearing from their readers. If you have a story, wedding, birth, or something you think local readers would enjoy, or to subscribe, get in touch with the Frankfort Area News, 785-292-4726.
Learning how to win, I think, will be the words uttered by head coach Brian Eppert. His Frankfort girls team held a 36-31 lead at the beginning of this fourth quarter. They trail now by 11, 47-36. Frankfort in this fourth unofficially has 11 turnovers and only one shot in this fourth quarter. 2 free throws for an offense that really came up dry here in the back half. Only 9 points in the third, none so far here in the fourth. But kudos to Clifton-Clyde. Sevy Wirtz only 8 points, and there's another one for Miley Hammond, up and down for 2. Clifton-Clyde now up by 13, but all the credits to Clifton-Clyde. And a night when a 26-point per game score is held to just 8, that's up and down for 2 for Tessa Parthamer. The Clifton-Clyde Lady Eagles came in with a team effort and came in here to Frankfort and stole away a very important Twin Valley League win here before the Twin Valley League tournament gets kicked off. A reminder that coming up here in between these two games, we'll take a look at national news and weather as there's a steal by Frankfort. Lorelei Loizo at the other end is a miss going for the board. A personal foul will be called, but we'll take a look at national news and weather, as well as chat with head coach Brian Eppert of the Frankfort girls, as again, he was honored as a National Coach of the Year recipient for girls basketball throughout the nation. Well deserved after Frankfort's first state title in school history last year, so you don't want to miss that conversation before a great contest in a boys game. We'll also recap this girls contest too, as we'll get right into our Indigo game splits as soon as this one ends. Frankfort held a 10-5 lead at the end of the first quarter. They led 27-23 at half. They led 36-31. But again, 11 turnovers unofficially and no points from the Frankfort Lady Wildcats in this fourth quarter turns into a 49-38 win for the Clifton-Clyde Lady Eagles as Sevy Wertz dribbles out the clock. The Clifton-Clyde girls now go to 7-1 on the young season, 1-1 in league play, and now Frankfort girls drop to 4-4 on the season, 1-2 in league play. As again, your final score, Frankfort falls 49-38 after holding a 5-point advantage going into the fourth quarter. Frankfort was held scoreless in the fourth as Clifton-Clyde picks up their 7th win of the year, 49-38 over the Frankfort girls. Don't go anywhere. We'll have that conversation with head coach Brian Eppert when we come back after this. Wanted to take a peek, though. A big congratulations. That is head coach Kyron Wertz's 150th career win. So congratulations to head coach Wertz. Picks up his 150th win on a Friday night from Frankfort, Kansas, in his 12th year at the helm for the Clifton-Clyde girls. Well-deserved for head coach Kyron Wertz, celebrating 150 wins as Clifton-Clyde gets the 49-38 victory over Frankfort. We'll take a timeout for national news, weather, and a look at local sports, as well as that conversation with head coach Eppert. Coming up after this break, you're listening to our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week between Clifton-Clyde and Frankfort, where Dr. Brittany and Dr. Zach are your number one rated dentists in Northeast Kansas. Go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to book your visit and receive the dental care you deserve. We're back with a preview of the boys' action after this word from our sponsors here on KNDY.
Flint Hills Mechanical is a call away for your plumbing work, heating, and air conditioning. Backed up or won't drain? Call Flint Hills Mechanical. New and existing plumbing work, plus heating and air conditioning, as well as custom sheet metal service. Call on Flint Hills Mechanical. Find them on Facebook or give them a shout at 785-313-0103. Flint Hills Mechanical, Frankfort.
Stay informed with everything happening inside the athletic programs of the Twin Valley League with the TVL Rundown every Thursday on KNDY during the 7 a.m., noon, and 5 p.m. news blocks. Catch myself, Max Blasky, and Jeff Wertz of the TVL Spotlight as we discuss Axtell, Centralia, Frankfort, Hanover, Lynn, Valley Heights, and Washington athletics every Thursday during the KNDY news blocks or online as a podcast at kndyradio.com. KNDY has your sports covered.